Yeah.
So brother,
Yeah.
let's pivot this to
Yeah.
the nutrition side of things to
Yes. Yes.
a little
Yes.
bit, because science is a little bit on that side where, like, listen, estrogenic foods don't really exist, in parentheses. But
Yeah.
I've read a couple of studies, read a couple of research in that regard, and then they're like, oh, if you say you're eating soy and that's estrogenic, that's bro science and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to get your take on it because I know you're heavy on that side. So
Totally.
what is your insights on us guys 40 plus who have to take care of things, and then we read some scientific paper that says, don't worry about it. So what's your take?
Yeah, so I love this because I have over 12,000 men in my program, so that have used my program, that are still in the program, and our nutrition, it's like a meta test boost nutrition, so boost testosterone and also boost your metabolism, because most men when they come in, their T levels are low and their metabolism is slow. They've got extra body weight and extra weight to lose. So our focus is focusing on hormonal balance, increasing testosterone, and kickstarting that metabolism through nutrition. Obviously, there's other things, but that's the
Yeah,
nutrition
yeah,
portion of it.
yeah.
So if we look at, okay, let's break down the macronutrients. So how my thing is set up is a balanced plate, 3 meals a day. That's it. No snacking, because as we get older, our digestive systems aren't like what they were before. Listen, the margin for error when we get older is this. It's not, oh, I can eat whatever I want. Oh, I can eat soy. If you're 20 years old, soy it up, because your body's totally different.
So
Your
yeah.
testosterone is different. That isn't going to affect you as much as a 40, 50, 60, 70-year old who's coming in with low testosterone and the margin of error is not there. So sometimes the science is, for most of it, or most
Yeah.
of the things that are seen or read, is for women mostly, because there's more information for women in fitness, because women buy the most. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
market
Of
them.
course. Yeah.
And a lot of times, the blanket state, not blanket, but some of the research or whatever, are younger people, like younger men, younger, what have you. Sometimes, most of the times, because I'm deep in research, because I have to keep on top of what's happening in the testosterone hormonal world. So again, we have to make sure that 3 meals a day, it's a source of protein, so animal protein, high quality animal protein, a source of starchy complex carb, so sweet potato, rice. Stay away from brown rice because it's a little estrogenic. Remember what I said, margin of error. Keep things out that are like, don't even go there. Don't even brown rice, 20s, 30s, for sure. Brown rice, when you're shredded at 40, 50, 60, sure, you'll see what it does to your body if it does anything.
Context.
But you
Context.
got you gotta we gotta do the things that are gonna get us, that we know they're gonna get us to where we want to go hormonally, body transformation, and energy and metabolism. So healthy starchy carb, we gotta have that with every single meal. Healthy fat, cholesterol. Good cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone production. You need good cholesterol in order for testosterone to start the production process in the morning. So if you're not eating healthy fats through avocado, some nuts, olive oil, coconut oil, MCT powder, animal protein, some eggs, depending on then your testosterone levels are going to be low. Because there's nothing there to start the whole process. It needs that ignition. It starts up here, goes through the body, hormones come down, and it gets to your testes. And once it's in the testes, where's my cholesterol to work with? So that's super important. Healthy fats. And then the last is vegetables or fruits, depending on your meal. Because
Yeah.
most people have fruits in the morning. I don't care what it is. Fruits, vegetables, doesn't matter, because they have the micronutrients. And the most important thing when it comes to nutrition is the micronutrients, not the macros. And when you have nutritionists talk about macros, they're not focusing on the thing, because micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals, are what has all of the nutrients to help with your hormones, right? The boron, the magnesium, the zinc, the selenium, like all of those things are in the foods that we're eating. So, and things that keep estrogen low, boost testosterone, and keep our hormones at bay. So it's not about I got to have these macros, it's you got to think about micronutrients. What are the micronutrients in these foods?
And we can say the quality of the macronutrient. That's what determines the amount of micronutrients, right?
Right.
Because
Yes.
we could just walk around and say, okay, just take care of your protein, your carbs, and your fat. Oh, carbs. Well, my coach said carbs. Well, I'm just picking any kind of carbs. And if you want to be, I love it, because what I hear you saying is what so many experts say in that field is context. It's
Yes.
yes, we have this one study, and that just rang a bell. Yes, we have this one study, but bro, you're 50 plus, you're overweight, your T levels are low. We have to stay in some kind of lane to get you back on track.
Totally.
And excuse me, once you're back on track, you're like, hey, occasionally brown rice, totally fine, but we have to get you on track, right?
Totally. So that's
Got it.
exactly what
Got it.
happens. So
Got it.
I do coaching calls every week. I do Ask Funk every week. So when it comes to like in the trenches, like, yes, I can preach all of this stuff because I needed to use this exact same nutrition lifestyle to get me out of when I almost died. And I had to take prednisone. Prednisone is a steroid, a catabolic steroid that kills your testosterone. It makes you lose muscle, but I needed it for my lungs when I had a lung disorder. So during that time, I followed my exact program to the T to help me recover quicker. But then 3 months after I got off prednisone, my testosterone levels tripled. I have all of the information there. Like I have the scores and everything. So, and my doctor was like, how the hell did this happen? Because at the beginning, I was actually asking for TRT because I was suffering. When I was on prednisone, I was suffering. Like I was crying.
And low T levels, right?
Jesus,
That's
Murphy.
so many ailments come out of low T levels, right?
Yeah. So when your testosterone levels are like, if you're sitting around, you have no energy, you have no drive, you're moody, you have no sex drive, which generally happens when guys get to 40, 50. They just think that, oh, I'm 40, I should not have sex drive. No, your sex drive should be through the roof. You're tough to build muscle. You can't get rid of the belly fat. You got a big belly. You got man boobs. Like, you just don't feel like doing anything. You're suicidal because suicide is the highest in men in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and testosterone has a lot to do with that. You know that, I better get my testosterone levels checked to see what's going on here. And lo and behold, that's really what could be the cause. Obviously, there could be other things, but most of the times that's the cause. So once we focus on that plan, right? Then there's foods that you want to stay away from, sugar, processed foods, soy. I try to get them away from milk because milk has prolactin. Prolactin converts testosterone to estrogen. So prolactin is another hormone or another ingredient that we do not want in our diet. So milk, most guys will come in, they'll be drinking milk. I'll be like, dude, you're 40 years old, 50 years old. Why are you drinking milk? Milk is for kids, not for adults. We don't need milk, right? We don't have osteoporosis. We don't need milk. Not that milk's going to help that, but most guys are like, okay, well, because that does cause estrogen. That's the prolactin. So what kind of milk can I have? Well, you can have almond milk because that, even though it's estrogenic or has prolactin, it's got the least amount. So but what I always say is if you're finding that you're having a hard time getting rid of that belly, like it's just funk, I'm doing your program, I'm doing nutrition, I'm getting 7 to 9 hours sleep, I'm doing the recovery, the yoga, the mobility, I'm crushing the workouts, I still can't get rid of this belly, I've been doing it for 3 months. We go to the nutrition. Okay, what is in there that could be the final whatever. Lots of times they're not eating enough carbs. That's one thing. It's like, I cut my carbs a little bit. No, eat more carbs. Second is the milk. It's always the milk. It's always the milk. And then I tell them, don't drink milk. Don't put it in your smoothie. Give it 2 months. And